Good morning, friends. Welcome to Brooks Brew. I'm your host, Brooke Boylan, and let's get brewing. This episode is sponsored by Boylan Electric. Boylan Electric has been in business since 1990, serving the Maryland, D.C., and Virginia areas. For over 3 decades, they've been providing residential customers with top quality services. As an authorized Generac and Kohler dealer, Boylan Electric installs more generators than any contractor in the DMV. They install and manage many generator sizes ranging from 6 kWs to 150 kWs. Boylan Electric is also certified to do warranty work, repairs, and maintenance on both Generac and Kohler generators. Being a 24/7 electrical service company, Boylan Electric is your one-stop shop for all electrical and generator needs. Call their shop today at 301-990-9686. For more information, look below in the show notes. All right, friends, welcome back to Brooks Brew. Hello, how are we doing today? Y'all, if I'm being completely honest with you right now, sitting down recording podcast is the absolute last thing I want to do. It is currently Sunday night at 8:44 p.m. and I'm recording this, so yes, I'm late to recording for this week. But I just knew I could not record something for y'all today because I missed last week. I apologize, but last weekend was Memorial Day weekend and just was soaking up the weekend, getting back from a trip from Vegas with my family and just trying to like reset, have a little reset. I started school last week for summer classes, just a lot was going on. So just trying to live in the moment. But I'd be lying to you if I said that I knew what I was going to talk about today, and I did, but like the day didn't go as I had planned, and but here we are now. We're getting it done. We're getting her done. We're staying disciplined, committed to the goals that I made for myself earlier in the year, and we're doing the damn thing, okay? So, happy Sunday, y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna take a sip of water, but I actually feel like I have not sat down to record a podcast literally in forever. And I apologize for my appearance for those looking on YouTube. I know I look busted, okay? If that just gives you any idea about how I'm doing right now. We're a little down bad. I'm down bad, crying at the gym. Taylor Swift. I don't actually really like Taylor Swift, to be honest, but it's okay. That's fine. So, sorry, Allie girl, if you're listening. But anyways. All right, y'all. This might be a little all over the place. I apologize, but we're going to make it short and sweet today. If you couldn't tell by the title, we're just going to do a little coffee shop review. But I wanted to talk about a couple things before we get into that. So, first things first, I don't know if y'all know who Macro Bartista is. Let me double check on his Instagram handle. But like when I was in not that I'm not my fitness girl era right now, but like back in 2021, I just got out of a relationship. I was like on my hot girl shit, whatever, right? And I found this Instagram guy. His name is the Macro Bartista or Barista. And his name's Alex Mo. I don't know where he's from Austin, Texas. And basically, I'll like put a screenshot of his Instagram in the video, but he basically like goes to Starbucks and gets like macro friendly Starbucks drinks. So I had seen him post one on his story like the other day, and I was like, oh, I should go try that. So hold on, let me scroll back to my pictures and give you the order. I got it today, and what I was gonna say is that I usually don't get a grande from Starbucks. I usually get a tall just because money and also, well, yeah, money and also because I don't drink the whole thing usually. Like it's such a waste. So why would I was gonna say because of the money, like I wouldn't want to pay for a whole like grande drink and then only drink like a quarter of it or half of it, whereas I don't feel as bad if I don't drink the full tall because I didn't spend as much money on it. So it's not that big of a deal, right? So the drink order, hold on, I don't know where I have it. I know it's in here. Actually, oh, there it is. Okay. So this was, yeah, last weekend he posted it. It's only 85 calories and it's a grande cold brew with 1 pump of white mocha, half and half, and 1 Splenda. And at first couple sips, I was kind of like, this is not really anything special. But again, it's 85 calories. So if like you are trying to go on like a fitness girl journey or whatever, a grande also for 85 calories, pretty solid if you ask me. But I have kind of shifted more into liking to taste my coffee more, if that makes sense. Like I think before a younger version of me likes things to be a lot sweeter, so I couldn't taste the coffee and the bitterness of it. But now I kind of like the strong cold brew taste because cold brew is strong, y'all. Like I don't know if you guys like cold brew, have tried it, but it's a stronger tasting thing. It's different from like having a latte. Like a latte is definitely more milky, and same thing with like a cappuccino. But I just expanded my horizons to cold brew, and that's what I like the best. So my honest rating from that coffee from the macro bar tea star barista, however you say it, is probably, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Well, okay, page 4 would say that's a rookie score, so we'll give it a 7.8. I think it could have been a little bit sweeter, but then I think if I had added an extra Splenda, it would have made it too sweet, and then that would have been an issue. So, anyways, that's my recommendation for y'all for a coffee, like an individual coffee this week, if you are interested in getting that. And again, if you're like in a calorie deficit or you're just trying to be more mindful of like your health this summer, because we are like hot girl summer vibes, but that's it. So, next thing going into, we're gonna talk about a coffee shop. This coffee shop review, what? Yeah, can't speak, obviously. Sunday scaries are hitting hard today. This coffee shop review has been long overdue. Kind of rocked a little bit. I went to Britton Coffee back in the beginning of May. Shout out Allie girl. Me and my friend Allie, I spent the night at her new apartment with her boyfriend up in West Minnie, and we like slept over, had dinner together. We got up in the morning, went on a little hike walk type vibe, and then we went to Britton Coffee. And it's because like it's all the way up in Westminster. Like I would drive probably like a weekend day to go up and get it, but it's closer up to the PA line. For those who know out in that area. But let's just break it down for y'all, okay? Cutest freaking vibe. Now, Allie could correct me if I was wrong, if she was here, but I'm pretty sure it used to be a gas station, and then this couple bought it back in like 2020 or maybe before that and like flipped it into a coffee shop. And they originally started as just a drive-through coffee shop. Like they didn't have the inside open because again, COVID, so like they couldn't do that. But now they've expanded into having it be open on the inside and through the drive-through, and it's like perfectly set up where it's like right off like a main road and people can just like drive in real quick, go through the drive-through and get right back on the road. So the location is like essential, like perfect. Inside I'll insert some clips into YouTube for those watching, but aesthetic, they're like black and white. I'm looking at some pictures now from when we went back, like concrete floors, like wood paneled ceilings. They have like a little play area for kids in there. They have like a bunch of different tables and rugs and a little fireplace going. They had some nice music playing. And me and Allie went like literally at the crack acid dawn. So I'm taking these pictures. They look like they're at 6:52 in the morning. Like they opened up at like really at 7 a.m. But actually they might have opened at 6 a.m. For like people on their way to work. But we literally got our coffees before 7 a.m. Um, and so no one was in there and it wasn't packed at all. But I definitely can see this being a place during the day. Like they have couches in there. I could definitely see it being a place where people are coming to do work, whether like remote or like have a business meeting or catch up with a friend and their kids are coming and they're playing whatever. There's a TV in there. Like it's just such a vibe. And they make all their own food and pastries in-house, and the kitchen's like you don't know where it is, but like they pre-make everything already to order. So we'd gotten there right when they had a fresh batch of donuts. Y'all, these donuts were so freaking good, and they were even better because they were hot, okay? They had a chocolate frosted with sprinkles. They had a chocolate frosted one, a cinnamon sugar one. They had a triple chocolate one, so like a chocolate donut with chocolate icing and chocolate chips on top. And then the one that was one of my favorites that they had, which like they have different, I guess they put in different rotation of flavors. This one was a like vanilla donut, vanilla glaze, and Reese's Pieces on top. So freaking good, y'all. I literally took a whole box of a dozen donuts to take home to my house because there's no way I couldn't. And me and Allie both got, I think she got and I think she just got some donuts too. I also got this breakfast sandwich. It was like it was a bacon, egg, and cheese, but like omelet, but inside a wrap. When I tell you that was one of the best breakfast sandwiches I've had in my life, and it was pre-made too. All they do is heat it up. It was savory, like the cheese was gooey, like it was so good. Like I can't even explain to y'all. Like I dream about that sandwich, I think almost every night. Like that's an exaggeration, but like it was so freaking good. Okay. Now I'm rambling all about the food, but let's get into the coffee. Okay. They had rotational coffee flavors, I believe, or like different things. I think looking back at these pictures, Allie looks like she got like a caramel one. It looks like it looks like a latte with like a I was about to say soft top just because I went to Dutch Bros last week and they say soft top instead of sweet cream cold foam or cold foam on top of a drink. So it looks like cold foam with like caramel drizzle, and I got like an Oreo one, and it has like chocolate sauce down the side. They had more cold foam on top and then Oreo bits. It was so good. Now again, more on the sweeter side, more of like kind of like a dessert coffee, in my opinion. Like that's how I like to categorize coffees like that. Like you have like your morning coffee where it's like it's just an old cup of Joe. You know what I mean? Like Dunkin' coffee, like hot coffee, or like a coffee you make from the Keurig. Like that's just like the old smoke. Like I was about to say, what's the phrase? Joe Schmo. Yeah, just like your regular Joe Schmo. But like this is like a more elevated coffee to me, like more dessert thing because it's more like sweeter and it has like all the added stuff on it, whatever. But so freaking good. So you still got your prime, like your solid coffee taste in there, and just overall like getting a coffee is an experience. Like it has to, the whole vibe has to be there, right? This Britton Coffee, whole vibes were there. From going into the restaurant or from going into the coffee shops, like ordering the food, like the staff was super nice. It was just two girls, they were grinding it out. Like kudos to them. Like they obviously don't have a big staff because it's like, a small family owned business, but they're really out here doing the damn thing, I have to say. And they get a decent amount of business, even though it wasn't that busy inside, but like people were rolling in and out of the drive through. So my overall rating of it, like honestly, a freaking 11 out of 10. Like it was so good. Like I wish it was closer. I wish they had multiple locations because I definitely would go here a lot more often than like a regular Starbucks or Dunkin' Coffee like nearby. So if you guys are up near the PEA line or up in Westminster, Maryland, definitely go check out Britton Coffee. I have nothing but good things to say. Again, like I'm definitely gonna go back when I visit Allie in the fall when she comes back to school because we have to. So Allie, if you're listening, we're having another Britton Coffee date, okay? All right, so that's it for my coffee shop review. Again, I'll insert some pictures throughout the video for those watching on YouTube so you can see. Sorry if it keeps looking like I'm looking down my phone. I'm just trying to like strike up my memory from like when we went to the coffee shop. Also, one last thing I'll have to say, like on their concrete floor, they had this thing that said "Work hard, be kind." I don't know if you guys can see that far, obviously, but I'll show you later. But it's so cute, so cute. And they also, I think, rotate through their coffee flavors, which is really nice too. All right, to close this out, I want to share my highs and lows from the past week. Funny enough, though, when I was writing my highs and lows, I realized that they kind of like what's the word, like juxtapose each other because they're both were like the similar things, but then they're like the opposite of each other. So it's like I took one thing and found a good thing and a bad thing from it. Also, instead of having one high and low, I have two. So two highs and two lows. So I thought about maybe saving like my extra highs and lows for a different podcast episode, but I was like, you know what? I'm just really feeling motivated or like I'm feeling moved to share these things with you. So like let's just go ahead and share them, okay? So for my first high, I got a pedicure today. So that was good. I was long overdue for a pedicure. I think the last time I got a pedicure was honestly like maybe before my birthday, like beginning of April. So she's been long overdue. Like it's June 1st, like as of yesterday. So we really needed one. And I'm not gonna show you my toes, but like we got a little sky blue. The color was called Surfs Up. If y'all need to know, I think it's a D&D brand, like 2535. If y'all wanted to know, for my girlies out there that get their nails done. So I'm just obsessed. Like I love the color. I wish I could have got my nails, which I'll go into my low from that. Okay, one of my lows from this past week is that I had to get my actual nails off today for my manicure, and I got them off. I have not had my not I have not had my nails done for so long that I feel like a man with my hands, so I'm gonna hide them. But like, I just feel like a little boy. Like I had to cut them extremely short because like they're kind of like brittle. Which I mean, honestly, it's probably good that I have like a break from having my nails done right now because they do need to grow back and like strengthen themselves. But for my fieldwork this semester for school, I'm working in a hospital, so for the hospital regulations, I can't have any gel on my nails. They can't be long. Like they have to be like short and kept to maintain. So I understand, like it makes sense, and I don't start my field work until not this week, but next week. So, but I just wanted to get them off because I was already going to be there and whatever. So that's one of my lows. But in the grand scheme of things, it's only going to be for 6 weeks that I have them off, and then I can get them back in the fall, and then it'll be fine. So it's not necessarily the end of the world, but I'm definitely a little upset about it. Now, going back into another high from this past week is that I said getting back into school and back into a routine. So I haven't had a large summer break. Like, I know it's like summer right now, but to me, my summer break was like, a couple days ago, like only for 2 weeks because I ended school in the beginning of May, had like about 2 weeks off, 3-ish weeks off, and then I just started school again last week. So it was nice to have a break and like not do anything, but I was in such in dire need and like craving to be back in a consistent routine because not being in school, like I started like staying up super late, like sleeping really late, like sleeping in, kind of not really doing anything during the day, like kind of just lounging around, very like just going to the gym, like eating way too much, not being consistent with my eating, like meals and like strict with my food, whatever, like whatever. And not that that's a bad thing to like let yourself like enjoy life and like, take a break from everything. Like the break was definitely much needed, but I was really eager to get back into a routine of like getting up early and going to school and having something to look forward to the day. Whereas before it's like I just sat there, I'm like, well, what am I gonna do with myself today? Like I have nothing to do. Now, yes, I could have structured my days more where I was like, oh, I can like do this, and that. But again, I just needed to deload. I needed a break. So that was my high definitely from last week was getting back into school and just getting to a routine. But now juxtaposing that and going to a low relating to that is that I've been seeing everyone kind of like my age doing some fun summer things. And it sucks because I had to be in school this summer. And this is my first summer that I'm in school full time. Like I've taken summer classes before, but that's different. We all know it's not the same thing. Like just taking a class online at the community college and that's it. And it meets for what, 8 weeks and you do it. Honestly, I've had classes that were only 5 weeks and then just pump them out online and like you're not even meeting face to face. It's either asynchronous or whatever. And then you're done and you can still like do your summer things. But like my summer school is like I have to physically go in person. Like I'm having to do clinical work. Like I have to be there, right? So I think it's just also been making me reflect a lot in my life recently that a lot of other people I've graduated with, probably from like last year, people I went to high school with, whatever, they all have like they either are married and have families now, or they're in a relationship, or they have full-time jobs. And like it just feels like everyone else is at a different point in life that I'm not there yet. And I kind of feel behind. And what I'm saying is like because they have like a 9 to 5 job, for example, they can go out at night and go to dinner or go out with their friends and go drink and go to baseball games, like movies, whatever, do like fun leisurely things. And I'm like, I have to go to bed at 9 o'clock and I have to read textbooks and study and whatever. And I know some of you be like, well, Brooke, like, you chose to do this. I know that. And I'm happy of what I'm doing to pursue a career in the future for myself. Like, I know I need this degree to get where I want to be, but I just feel behind from everybody. And I know I shouldn't think like that because, again, ultimately, at the end of the day, like, everyone's on their own path in life, everyone's on their own journey. But it's hard not to compare yourself sometimes. So I'm just trying to remind myself that I still can do the fun summer things. It just will have to be on the weekends and probably not as frequently because ultimately my education is what comes first. So I do have to remind myself of that. But it does just sting a little bit. Not gonna lie. But to end on a more happier note, I'm happy to go to school tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm having my first anatomy class, which I haven't had in eons. Like I don't think I've taken anatomy since like sophomore year of undergrad. So I'm excited to get back into learning new things about my field, learning things that I learned in the past, and like, feeling smarter in my education or whatever. So, anyways, that's enough for today. Short and sweet little episode. If you guys try out that coffee, let me know. If you go up to Britton Coffee, also let me know. I would love to hear what you guys think about it. Um, and also just a reminder to like not let the things that get to you. Just enjoy your life. You're on your own path. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. So, all right, friends. It was nice talking to y'all. I'm glad to be back. I'm happy to record more episodes. More things coming soon. Just stay tuned. Bear with me. We're just taking it one step at a time, one day at a time, and you should too. And I'm gonna end it now. All right. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I'll talk to you later, friends. Bye.